All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Tuesday stream here at the Card Guys YouTube channel. And today, well, we're not doing 0 to 60 today because, well, Super Slam has not officially released, but we have all had our pre-releases, and we have the full set, and a little bit of the metagame has, progressed because of the new cards and the new heroes, and, well, ProQuest season is coming up very quickly, much quicker than I actually first thought. I thought, okay, they're going to give us a couple weeks before we jump into things, but this weekend is the official release of the set, and literally the weekend after that is the first week of ProQuest season. So this is for ProQuest Yokohama, I believe. That is basically the outskirts of Tokyo. Yeah, I guess that will be the first Pro Tour of the year, so probably like March or so, which is a good time to go visit Japan, actually. So we're going to try to qualify for that if we can. And yeah, well, I will let me tell you guys a little bit of a story while we kind of wait for people to get in here. You know how I kind of know it's ProQuest season is because I start getting a lot of messages about, hey, Josh, you got a list? Josh, hey, what do you think about the new cards? Hey, Josh, have you, built a new list with the new cards? Hey, Josh, I don't know what to bring to ProQuest season. Hey, Josh, have you made a sideboard guide for a list? Etc. 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 Of course, I still get the famous, Josh, I don't have Heart of Fendel. What do I play? That is I'm sure that was the 2022 version of that question. The 2025 version is, Josh, I don't have authority of Ataya. What do I substitute? I'm sure I'm going to get that question. So yeah. But anyways, today we're going to be focusing on Dorinthea. I did put out a poll on my Twitter page, and it was very close. I said, hey, what do you guys want to see? I put, well, there's four. I don't know if you could consider four meta-relevant heroes. There's three meta-relevant heroes, Bolton, and then there's some guy that got golden armor. But I made a poll saying, do you want to see Dorinthea content, Bolton content, Kasai content, or Fang content? And it was basically, let me quickly look that up. I think it was like 28, 28, 28, and then the rest were for Fang or something like that. But it was really, really, really close. I think Dorinthea slightly edged that out. Let me see here. Yeah, Dory was 28, Bolton was 28, Kasai was 27, and Fang was 17. Now, I think Fang a little bit lower than the other heroes because he didn't really get a card, although he technically did, and it might be actually very meta relevant against Verdance. I guess that card could also see some play against Florian as well, possibly. But yeah, you substitute Heart, of course, yes. So that's when people say authority of a, when people ask me about authority of a tie, I'm just going to say Heart. And they say, I don't have Heart. Well, I'm going to just say, you put Eye of Ophidia there. Marcus Brown is early for once. Nice to see you here early. So Josh, you got a list? No, I do not have a list, but we are going to make a list right now. So basically, it's been a while since I have done one of these build a deck from the ground up, and I remember people really do like to see the process of how I build decks because all of my Dory decks are of my own creation. When it comes to Bolton and Kasai, I take a little bit more influence from the other warrior players. But Dorinthea, I really feel like it's a hero that I just can tune basically perfectly. Now we do need to discuss the metagame a little bit, so we're gonna talk a little bit about the metagame. Tomorrow, Nathan, I believe, is doing a tier list, so you guys can check that out tomorrow. But basically, Brute is on the up and up. Earth heroes, I don't know if they've ever left. Florian and Verdance are both very strong. Assassin is a little bit less of a concern. We still have certain aggro decks like Syndra, Dio in the format. Guardian is probably irrelevant right now. Illusionist, maybe you could play Prism, but I don't think we need to dedicate a lot of sideboard slots to that. So let's just jump into taking a quick look at. Okay, so Super Slam has come out. For those of you who are watching this live, you probably have watched my videos on the impact of. So I made a video on the impact of Authority of the Tayat. TLDW is that this is very good in Dorinthea, possibly playable in Kasai and maybe Fang, and probably not playable in Bolton. And as for Olympia, it kind of depends on what style you're playing. If you're playing DGA, you probably are not playing this. But yeah, we're definitely going to be playing around with this today in our Dorinthea deck. And then obviously all of the spice for us warrior players is down here. So in the generic slot, I don't think cutting retort, overcrowded, or kick the hornet's nest, I don't think any of these are really relevant for us. However, so I did make a video on the golden equipment, so that is a thing. Do I have? All right, so Jesse, I don't know if you're watching this, but bro, you. Oh boy, can you guys see what this is? This is he tore up the golden equipment from Olympia. Like I don't, because basically I made a comment that I only use rainbow foils or marvels generally for my warrior decks. And so he was like, all right, well, if that's what Josh wants to do, nobody needs this, so he just ripped it up. I was like, oh, well, that ouch. But yeah, okay, anyways, yeah, these are good cards. Obviously, today we're going to be including Beat of the Iron Song. Now, most of the attention goes to these first two. However, I do think these last two modes are going to be very relevant against the Earth Heroes. And yeah, this is we could be now. The issue is that it's very difficult to get multiple modes from this, so we may need to run Iron Song Pride. We're gonna check that out today. The Kasai card, obviously very good. Centauri Steel Swords do help in a lot of matchups, and the only issue is that sometimes it's hard for this to hit, especially against the very defensive decks. All right, I did mention Fang got something. Parched Terrain, maybe you dedicate 2 sideboard slots to Verdance and Florian. This is not even that good against Florian, but yeah, it's possibly relevant against Verdance. So yeah, I'm not sure about the can you for those of you who played Dromai, you will remember Burn Them All. Now, if I recall correctly, that thing was always out and permanently on the board. So I feel like Parched Terrain probably could stick around the whole game, but I'm not exactly sure. So let's say, so the average is that you're going to see this on turn 4. So we get this out on turn 4. That means we probably have 10 cards in the graveyard, which fuels us for 4 turns, which means we have another 10 cards. So this probably can last 6 to 7 turns, which is the whole game, basically. The whole time it's relevant. So this card probably is good too. So, all right. So yeah, and then finally, Battlefield Beacon, obviously very strong as well. If you didn't get to catch the show match, I think Ellie got to show that this is a pretty good card. Okay, let us begin. All right. So, I am not going to make a DGA or Hatchets deck list. All the new cards revolve around Dawnblade. So we are going to build a Dawnblade deck. Interested to see how Beat of the Iron Song works in Blitz. Yeah, it's going to be good in Blitz as well. Haven't kept up with the meta or Super Slam much, even with the new set. Do you think Guardian isn't going to be doing well? I don't see the original Guardians being that good. I've never been impressed with Bravo, Betsy, Valda, Jarl in quite a while. Bot T? What do you mean, Clock? I'm not sure what that is. Using this card to enable Nourishing would be fun. Which card are you referring to? Nourishing is a old school card that I kind of wish was good. I mean, obviously it's good in Kasai, but yeah. Yeah, that thing will stick around for a while. I think the math is basically like, because I remember Dromai was even running like double Burn Them All and was able to support it. So I think a single Parched Terrain should last 6 to 7 turns. Guardian is going to be a Forces PQ season. Maybe the newer Guardians? So we'll see. Beat of the Iron Song. B-O-T-I. Okay. Body? Boti? Okay, sure. I see what you're saying, Clock. All right. Okay, so let's figure out our equipment. I'm going to lean towards a Grains deck. I don't know. Courage is nice, but Grains just creates so many situations where you get to convert your full hand no matter what, which is nice. Also, this is a legendary and this is a majestic, and we all know that legendaries are better than majestics, right, guys? All right. As for the arm piece, I like bracers more than I like Iron Song versus. We probably need a Kabuto because Kasai and Fang are relevant, and this is a good card against them. Obviously, we're going to play Bolters, so... All right, so the other helmet, so we got to consider whether we're going to run... now, I don't like running 3, or eventually we're going to end up with 4 helmets. I don't like running 4 helmets that much, but this might be one of those situations where we just have to. So we're going to go like this for now. Yeah, I feel like 3 main helmets plus null rune should be okay. Yeah, I'm not going to run the other AB pieces because if we run into Kano, we run into Kano. So I think this is pretty standard. You could put the Crown of Providence in the maybe board, but like, let's just run it like this. Run 8 pieces. Is there any other considerations for any other pieces? I don't think so. All right, so let's fill in kind of the boring stuff that we're obviously going to include. I do like this card a lot, but this is just, it's never been like super potent. Ah, yes, it's my favorite card, Escalate Bloodshed. All right. I think today we're going to try the Iron Song Pride build, which actually makes me lean more towards the Courage of Bladehold, but we'll play it by ear. Iron Song Response is good. Jagged Edge, I don't think we need it in this meta game. We could run 1 as a tutor target. Why not? Although the amount of situations where you blow them out with Jagged Edge is not that. It's not that many. Out for Blood is also fine as a 1-of. Overpower, I believe we need at least 1-of. Puncture, I like as a 3-of in this metagame. Route is very good. We'll take that. Sharpened steel might be good. We'll put it in for now. We might cut this. We might trim it. We'll see. Spoils of War, obviously very good. Steel Blade Supremacy is obviously very good. Actually, we missed one. Stroke of Foresight, we'll just put one for now. Unsheathed, obviously good. Warrior's Valor, obviously good. All right, yellows. There's not many yellows that make this. Chorus of Iron Song, if we're in an Enigma meta, I would consider it. Currently, no. Are we in a Glistening Steelblade meta? I don't think we are, but we'll put one. Iron Song Determination, I think a few of those are fine. This combines really nicely with Unsheathed. Also, if we have a single counter, it's good with Beat of the Iron Song. Run through is also interesting because now that we've got Beat of the Iron Song, the chance of them, well, the chance of them not blocking is actually lower because they have to play around that. But we'll still put one for now. That's probably going to get cut though. Singing Steelblade, obviously a very good card. Twinning Blade, obviously a very good card. I feel like we're probably going to run a pretty aggressive list. Yellow Valor may or may not make it. We'll put two for now. All right, blues. So this is one of those things is like, I think the blues are going to be very, very standard going on from now. Obviously, we play Beat of the Iron Song. I actually think we play Emboldened Blade these days, but let's play this. I feel like this is an important piece against the Earth Heroes. It's very difficult to use this properly, though. You have to take some risks. Glint, Hit and Run are obviously good. We probably are not going to skimp on our go-agains. We're probably going to play everything. So that means like even the precision presses, even though that's a bad card. No. All right, let's see. We probably have way more cards than we need, but we'll kind of go from there. So, all right. So, and then generics. We probably want some of this, some of this. Man, if we don't need Arcane Compliance or Snag, like what do we need these days? Maybe an Amulet of Echoes. That's quite good. All right, so we have a basic list. We gotta trim down, maybe add some stuff right now. All right, let's see what chat's saying here. You love Grain so much. 4 helmets per Dorinthea art. Never has her wearing one. Yeah, she literally is allergic to helmets, I think. 3 escalates. You're funny, Drew. Be careful of the aura hate with Iron Song Pride. Yeah, that's gonna be a possible issue. We'll see if people bring that in. Like it's one of those things like you generally don't bring in aura hate against Dory. So escalate Parched and Fang. Very unlikely, Omar. Trot-along gets cut? No, Trot-along does not get cut. I forgot. Trot and Nip. Trot makes it. Nip probably is gone. Yeah, we have way too many blues right now. Okay, let's figure out our blue count. So I think because I actually think we're supposed to play multiple overpowers, honestly. I feel like we're in a double overpower meta. Maybe even is a yellow good here? Let's just run with 2 reds. I feel like so let's clean up our main board a little bit. All right, let's work on our blues because this is like the easiest thing to get right. So we currently have what, 28? That's definitely wrong. Okay, so our go again blues, we now have, so we originally had these 5. Glint, hit and run, precision press, trot along, warriors valor. I think we keep all of them. Maybe we trim the precision press, we'll see. But we having 15 go agains here is nice. Now we have 18 with beat. So I think we're actually supposed to lower the provoke and lower the overpower. These are not that needed in this meta. Probably can cut an emboldened blade as well. So we're at 25. Oh, right, we have authority. Authority is actually in the sideboard. We're not actually running that every matchup. So we have 24 main board. That's still a little high. I guess 24 is fine though. 24 is a little high. Pretty sure 24 is a little high. It just feels high. 88. Especially with the amount of yellows we've, I guess it'll be very consistent. I guess this is fine. So we run the 18 go agains and then 19, 20 emboldened blade, 21, 22 overpower, 23, 24 provoke. Honestly, provoke might be better as these. I guess we'll run it like this. Okay, so we run these 24. That's obviously good. Our yellow count might be a little high, honestly. We have so much go again on our blues. I don't know if we need this. You know what? Let's play really aggressively. Let's play really aggressively today. Let's go full glistening steel blade today. Let's see what happens. Which means we cut that. Do we need 3 determination? You know, screw it. Back in the old days, in Blitz, we ran 6 yellows. We ran 5 yellows. We ran 2 determination, 2 singing steel blade, 1 twinning blade. That was the classic. Now we're running 12. Okay, all right. We'll see how this goes. Trot along over precision press. I mean, we could cut the precision press, you know, go up on the others, but this is like so much go again that it might actually be too much, but we'll see. Because we just added 3 from beat, and then playing a full playset of glistening is also not common. All right. Our reactions, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that feels fine. We got a little bit of a grab bag. We got a little bit of everything. I don't know if we need 3 puncture. That might be too many. Something like this could be good. I don't know if we need 3 sharpened steel either. Let's remove 1. All right, we're getting pretty close to where I want to be right now. We're at 81 right now. Iron Song Prize is probably one of those cards you never want to draw in multiples, so let's just, you know, keep that to just 2. This might be too many blues. Let's cut 1 precision press. Okay, we're at 80. I feel like this is pretty decent. The issue is that this is already 60 cards. Huh. I guess we could run like 65 in some matchups. That would make our cost curve a little bit better. Let me look up something. Just give me a second here. Now, for those of you who watched the show match, Kaiser did play Dorinthea. I just want to quickly take a look at his list, see if there's something obvious I'm missing. So he's running Iron Song versus. Interesting. Huh. You know what? I've always played with bracers, but hmm. You know, just for you, Kaiser. Just for you, Kaiser. I'll try it out today. Because he's not running bracers. Interesting. Okay. Pretty standard. It's running 2 sigil. Jesus. Okay. Chorus of Iron Song. What are you targeting with this? I don't know. 2 Twinning Blade. This configuration of yellows might be too ambitious. Let's see. How many blues is he running? 2, 5, 6, 9, 10, 16, 21 blues? Okay. Oh, we probably need at least... Now we don't need nip at the heels. If we need a +1, we'll just tutor B to the Iron Song. Ah, right. Epot. That's a card I do like, honestly. Let's try to fit 1 or 2 of them into our list. Which blues didn't he play? Looks like he cut Precision Press completely. I mean, I guess if you don't play against Gravy, you don't need it that badly. All right, let's go like this. Okay. All right. This might be too aggressive on the yellows. We'll see how this goes. Did he ever activate Iron Song versus? I don't really remember. I don't think he did, actually, very much. Maybe he played it just because of the art, or I don't know. The more I think about it, this Bracer's just so universally good. All right, Kaiser, I'm sorry. I own a gold foil Iron Song versus, but Bracers is just so good. You know what? I don't try this out enough. Let's just try it out. I have a feeling I'm going to be disappointed, but we'll try it out. All right, so we got 8 equipment. We got 60 here. Again, I'm a little bit not 100% sure if this is the right yellow base. Glistening Steelblade is like really, really all in. Honestly, this deck is like super aggressive that we might actually want the Courage of Bladehold, but we'll see. All right, this looks good. We'll start off like this. Do you think with all this new Go Again Dynamos could be an option? People might just be more inclined to start blocking out second attack, so you might get more value out of Dynamos. Generally, as Dorinthea, I'm not hitting twice against certain decks. And the bolters are just so important for making plays with supremacy. I feel like you just get too much value from the bolters. So glistening and determination should be sideboard. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You are correct. All right, that looks much cleaner now. All right. All right. It's a public list now. I'll post it here for you guys. All right, let's go try this out a little bit, see how it goes. What's up, J Lau? Hope you're good, brother. I'm glad we are back to our regularly scheduled Warrior programming. Yes, we have played some 0 to 60 or we've been on 0 to 60 for quite a few weeks. But now it's time to get back to the basics. Why am I logged out? I'm logged in here. Oh, we'll just log in again. All right. All right. Several things we need to test out today. All right. I think we're supposed to go second. Let's try going second. This here doesn't draw 2 cards. He'll normally lead with his weapon as well. So I think let's just go Crown of Providence. All right. So this deck does play some D-Reacts, so we do need to be wary about that. Let's just bring in our more aggressive package, see how that goes. This might be too many cards. I don't know if we need overpower against him. We probably don't. Maybe 1. Just so we have a tutor target. Glistening is actually not that good against decks with that much armor as well. I also don't think this is like a straight racing matchup either. So let's just run it like this. See how it goes. All right. Okay, good luck, have fun. All right, Smashback Elhorn pass. All right. Well, this hand basically gets value here, and then Arsenal's a determination. Yeah. Do not Arsenal Twinning Blade, guys. That is a pretty important lesson that people need to learn. All right, sink from hand. Sure. Okay, we have a beautiful hand. I mean, honestly, this hand is really, really nice. I think we just take this 9, see what else is coming. We need to get our first counter pretty quickly. Roll scabs. All right. Right. So keeping above him in life is actually pretty important. That's something I forgot to do. All right. So we can, I mean, we have a pretty simple play here. To play around Fleshbag, we should get rid of one of our blues. So yeah, we could just go here, here. We also get to use Iron Song verses, which is nice. I think we use this on the first attack. Now he could just jam his whole armor piece here. Which, sure. Getting rid of the flesh bag early is nice. Yep, that's fine. All right, let's think about how we're going to regain some tempo here. We don't need 2 of these, so let's block with 1 of these. This is also not a good use of block. I mean, we don't really need our armor as... Let's just get a little bit of value here. All right, sure. All right, so very likely this is going to hit. And very likely we're not going to get reprise here. Okay. That was from Arsenal. Sure. Take it on the chin. That's pretty good. That's brutal. Jesus. Okay, so we made a mistake. We shouldn't have used this here because there was a play line that we could have unlocked if we played Provoke into Singing Steelblade here. Because now we don't have reprise on this. Oh, that's brutal. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I guess let's just get 1 more card out of him. Damn. That is probably game losing there. Using this here. Okay, so he discarded Shelter. Oh, wow. Okay, so he had Shelter. We weren't hitting either way there. All right, we need to play a little bit more defensively and wait for our Steelblade Supremacy to come online. We're fairly far behind right now. Okay, I mean this is a pretty good hand actually. I think we're actually supposed to block with 3 cards and just kind of go from there. Because we actually have it with Iron Sword versus. We're actually fine playing smaller hands. This guy's playing very fast. I have a feeling that this guy knows what he's doing with his hero. All right, so I mean this is a pretty good 1 card hand. We got a Courage, a Vigor, and some damage in. All right, we have a pretty good 2 card hand actually, especially with Singing Steelblade. So we have 2 extra cards. Full grip from them though is. We really need to see Steelblade Supremacy sometime soon. This might be wrong to block this early, but we'll see. Okay, so he gained gang robbery. Okay. This is a very good card against what we're doing right now, actually. This is really bad. Okay, so some D-reacts might have actually helped against this hero. They just get our... Oh, that's so bad if they take our courage token. They just get it. Ugh. That's real bad. Because this turns off unsheathed. Oh, he took our... Taking the Vigor token was wrong. Taking the Vigor token was wrong. Well, it's good for him because he could use a Vigor token much better. But our play line is still unlocked here. Okay, so we don't need this card. So let's just block with it. It's going to pump this to 6, but it is what it is. So yeah. If he has a D-react next turn, though, this is going to be pretty bad. What the heck is this deck? Jack be Dimple Dibby? Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so if he has a D-react, we probably just lose the game right now. Interesting. Okay, so we won't do that. We won't make a Vigor. So we just swing again. If we need to support it, we'll support it with Singing Steel Blade. If not, we will just make a Vigor token. We'll see. So I think we're supposed to Singing Steel Blade into response, but we lose a lot of value. I feel like we need the counter though. What? What? Oh, he drew a really bad hand. Okay. I'm not sure why he left, but okay. Okay. He didn't like Singing Steel Blade into that, apparently. Okay. That's weird. I felt like he was doing pretty well. But okay. Sure. All right. Isn't this too few reactions? Kind of. This might be a little bit light on reactions, but we'll see. Basically, if you run a lot of yellows, you don't run a lot of reactions. Thoughts on lead with speed? Currently on it over sharpened steel. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Does this hero draw 2 cards? No. I think we'll run Crown of Providence again. I'm not super familiar with the new heroes, so I feel like we'll just kind of run with it. Let's just do the same loadout again. I don't think this hero runs very many D-reacts, so I don't think we need the authority. Let's run 1 overpower, just to have a sweeter target. All right. Good luck, have fun. All right, this is a hand of Dory cards here. What the heck is this? Why aren't you running a live gauntlet? What? Okay. Glistening Steel Blade is good here. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with these new heroes, so I'll try it next time. All right, so okay, so I mean he basically got 4 damage and a confidence token, which is pretty good. All right, so, I mean, this hand is pretty obvious how it plays. So I think we go unsheathed here, pitch this here. This does not have go again at the moment, obviously, but we're hoping that he blocks a little bit at least. On Talishar, is there a quick hack to stop the pop-up screen blocking how much pitch you got left? You mean this like arrow things? I'm not super sure what you're talking about. No blocks from him. All right, we'll glint. I don't think we Blade Flurry here. Let's see. If we Blade Flurry, then he doesn't have any block. Okay, let's not Blade Flurry. We're gonna Arsenal this. Even if he blocks 4, we're still Arsenaling this. The I button? This one? Never used it before. I'm not sure what it does. I'm a little bit of a boomer when it comes to this. Also, if you guys haven't played on Talishar recently, they started implementing this thing where the cards are face down until you confirm your blocks, which is pretty nice. All right, he's just blocking 2. Sure, take 2. What? I think he's supposed to put the shield plus card and then pay into it. And then use his hero ability, right? To block 4. Okay, or he could do that. That's fine. All right, let's try to keep our life above Lyath, if we can. All right, this is a pretty good hand. The eye toggles pop up so you can check the arena before confirming decisions. Ah, that's useful. All right, Cruel Ambition going to make more might tokens. Okay. Escalate Violence, probably better than Escalate Bloodshed. All right, so this is a 1 cost 6. Oh my goodness, this is a strong card. It's a super rare, makes sense. All right, we don't need this. And we can basically go like this on our turn. All right, so he used the crowd booing to bump this up. So now we have to be careful of the tower effects next turn, but we have a good amount of armor. We should be okay. All right, do we Iron Song versus? I don't think we do. This means there's more things he has to play around. Armor won't be helpful against confidence. Ah, yes, you are right. You are right. Forgot he has that. Next turn gonna hurt a lot. Potentially even like mess up our hand. There's a super rare that I drafted yesterday that is a tower, and then on crush it'll discard. But it only comes in for 3, but if you can get it to 13, it gets an additional effect, which is really nice. All right, so he's not going to block. All right, that's fine. We'll play both our reacts here. Okay. This next attack comes in for just 7. I don't think we're supposed to make a bigger token. We're supposed to bluff that this is something useful. There's not very many bluffs, though. That was too long of a hesitation from me. Like, if this was Iron Song response, there's no decisions to be made. Here, I'm just thinking, like, okay, if he blocks 7, at least I get an Arsenal. So I like this play line, even though he's probably going to block this out. So far, we've done a good job keeping our life total higher than his. Okay, they undid their blocks, but that's fine. Okay, so they filtered a card. Still need to pay for Rampart. Mm-hmm. Now they can activate their hero ability. Or they can do that. Huh. Haven't seen this card since Outsiders Limited. Okay, so we got some pressure, we got some tempo, and we get to end our turn with an Arsenal. Even though we didn't get a counter, it's still fine. Okay, this hand does not have go again, so we're going to need to block with our boots. Okay. Is this not the biggest NIMBY you've ever seen, guys? Holy shit. All right, we need 1 resource here, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we can just keep this hand. This hand is fine to keep. This is a giant-ass NIMBY. Take 16 here, which might be wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to keep above him in life, but I'm likely to swing back a little bit. All right. Sure. I'm not sure if pitching that was correct, but sure. All right. If we get reprise here, we might go singing into Glint. Okay, no response from him. Okay, we'll flash this in. I don't know if this is the best Bolter's break ever, but I think it's fine. All right, do we want to make a Vigor token? I think it's fine to make a Vigor token here. So now we're going to play out for blood no matter what. Maybe we'll play out Singing Steel Blade. And then we'll if we don't play out both of our cards, we'll just crit a Vigor token. We might actually go singing into response into grains. We'll see. Okay, we're currently ahead in life as well, which is good. Oh boy. That's so good. I made a bigger token. Oh my god, this is... Shouldn't this... Wait. 1, 2... There's 3 tokens here. Shouldn't this be blocking for 10? Oh, this is not a token. Okay, it's just +2. Okay. But there's still 2 tokens. What? Am I missing something? Oh. Oh, this is because of his hero ability. Right, that makes sense. Okay, so I think the Singing Steel Blade is the better target in Arsenal. Yeah. It is it gets a buff because there's 2 this doesn't count. The Iron Song Pride doesn't count. It gets a buff from this, but then it's halved. So they're both blocking for 3. Basically the 2 becomes 1 and then it gets +1 from the might, +1 from the vigor. I believe is. I learned the order of operations in class, but you know. Oh right, he hasn't used his hero ability yet. Okay, so now it's going to go to 8. Sure. So now we have to use this, which is fine. I think securing a counter is fine here. It's actually securing a second counter. Okay, so now he uses the hero ability. Now they both block 4. Okay. Okay, so we should be good here. We don't get a second Vigor token, but that's fine. We now have 2 counters on Dawnblade. Unless he has some Aura Hate, we should have a decent turn here. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello. Okay, so this hand is play Valor, pitching this. We might end up with a blue Valor in Arsenal. Or we could swap out the Valor for something better. It's also okay. Yeah, we could go fishing a little bit here. Let's see if we can. So this, if we take 3, go to 21. Yeah, I guess that's fine. All right, let's. Oh, we should probably swap out the E plot, shouldn't we? Hmm. Yeah, let's swap out the pot. Okay. Okay, this is a better hand. In fact, this hand is ridiculously good with a Vigor token, actually. Okay, take 3, go to 21. Okay, so this is going to be really tough to stop from him. In fact, double mode on this is actually ridiculous against his hero. So this is going to be rough for you, Lyath. This card was like designed to counter, well, one of the modes was designed to counter him. So, all right, a sizable Dawnblade for 8. Going to be a pretty annoying thing. The third mode is going to do work against Lyath. Yep, this is a multi-mode. Interesting. No blocks. No reactions here. He gained life from this. Okay. Okay, so I think the Jagged Edge is all we need to get another counter. So I think we can make a Vigor token here. We could just. Why is it like showing Vigor? Go away. Okay, so 1 for the verses. And 2, yeah. Okay, so we can do a little bit of everything here. If he blocks, we can Jagged Edge over. If he doesn't, we get a Grains token. Then we have 2 Vigor tokens, which is nice. Okay, looks like we're racing. All right, we have 3 Dawnblade counters. Obviously, that's very good. This hand is excellent. We technically don't need the left and right cards at the moment. So he made some Might tokens with Cruel Ambitions stacked in your favor. Okay, some extra defense while this is on the field. Okay. Power play from Arsenal. Okay. All right. We have 2 Vigor tokens, so we can pay for this. This is 2, 3, and then 2 swings is 5. So actually, we could just keep this whole hand is actually fine. Could also just block with this. I think blocking is fine here. This Lyath's playing a lot of cards with Pallades on it. Or not Lyath on it, I should say. All right. 2 Vigor, pop, Valor, swing. Now he has to lay his whole hand down, and then these 2 should probably get there. Because this is a Dawnblade for 10. If he throws down 4 of his cards and then uses this, maybe he can barely stop it. We'll see. Oh, God. 2 cards blocking 10? How? What? How is that even possible, 2 cards blocking 10? Oh, stacked in your favor. Right. Okay, so he hasn't even used his well, we gotta get more cards from him at the very least. So now he's going to use his hero ability. Or... Guys! We're going to fucking blow him out! Oh, this is game losing playing Peace of Mind into Jagged Edge. Oh, boy. This has never happened to me before. Jagged edging a Peace of Mind. He might just leave right here. Oh, boy. He's like reading this. He's like, what the fuck is this? Oh, no. That is game losing right there. Running your Peace of Mind into a Jagged Edge. There is no peace of mind when a sharp-ass sword is coming through. Magical Christmas land for Dory, yeah. Dude, I've never Jagged Edged a Peace of Mind before. Jagged Edging an Oasis, that happens all the time. Jagged Edge Seeds of Tomorrow, that happens all the time. Yeah, that's actually cheating, yes. That is that value, Jesus. Yeah, all right, so we're a decent value deck there. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Okay, that game was only 6 turns, so we got rolling pretty fast. Used our legs really aggressively, used our headpiece very aggressively as well. What an interesting deck this is. NIMBY sigils, okay. Alright. I see you. Alright, let's play some more games. Let's freaking go. Exactly. Jagged Edge on a Peace of Mind. Doesn't get much better than that. I'm not sure how I feel about Ironsong versus or Bracers. I mean, we've seen this do some work. Especially when we play more aggressively. Alright, we got OG Kayo, which means balance just this time. He doesn't run any D-Reacts. Some D-Reacts from us could be useful. Ironsong Pride is okay against him, I guess. I feel like this is the matchup where we get screwed over by Fleshbag pretty badly. Don't think we need overpower against him either. He may not block a lot either. I don't know if we need this response. Most KOs are not blocking Dawnblade Dory. Do we even want our D-Reacts against him? I mean, it plays around pulping, but do they... So many hats. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to run 4 nowadays, which feels bad. I don't know if we need the shelter. Let's just run 60. Let's just bring this in. See how it goes. Okay, so we don't have an overpower. That's important to note. Right, he's running the new gloves, running beaten trackers instead of scab skins. I don't know what that tells me. This isn't LL format, right? So, yeah. Hey, Josh, is Kasai better than Dory in this meta? What's your opinion with the new cards? I mean, it depends on what you want to target. If you want to target Florian, you should be playing Fang in terms of warriors. If you want to target like the general metagame, Kasai or Dory are probably about equal. They have pros and cons though. All right, he played Bear Fangs, so we get to keep a card here. I think we keep the Valor. Kind of sucks for giving up 2 Blade Flurries, but it is what it is. Huh. Okay, this is one of the very, very, very few times you're going to play out Ironsong Pride as your very first action. But That's just what the hand demanded us to do. Because we can't go Valor into Pride and double swing because we don't have enough resources. All right, so this is likely just to eat some armor here. Get to Arsenal, a good card. Presume armor plus 1 card if I had to guess. That tells you he's a coward because he didn't roll he can't roll scab skins. That's what it tells us, right? Yep. In LL, this makes some sense because you get to extend your Berserk combo, but in CC, I don't know. All right, double block with the chest. Overpower loses to Wild Red, unfortunately, which is fine. You know, it's so sad Unsheathed is not worded in a more friendly way. I wish this didn't say when this attacks. I wish it just said if its power is greater than twice its basic, it's go again. But a lot of warrior cards are like worded in a very specific way that just, yeah. All right, sad face. We just arsenal this, move on with our life. All right, this hand's not very good. So we're just going to be blocking a little bit. High chance this is the end of his turn. Although he didn't activate his gloves, which is interesting. Why didn't he activate his gloves? So that means I guess he's pitching this for the claw. Either way, this is not a good hand to keep. We actually want 1 overpower still in our deck, I think. Let's take 2 here. If this goes to Arsenal, that means he missed a damage. What? Yeah, that was 1 damage missed, yeah. He couldn't. He can now before he claws. Your next. Oh, you can't pitch a 6 power card to this. You have to have it already here. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. All right, let's see how afraid this guy is. Valor into a swing is basically saying 6 or 10. Or 6 or 9, depending on if he blocks or not. This is kind of like that mech card. I forgot that 2-cost mech card. That if it hits, you get +3 to the next attack, I think. I forgot what it was called. It costs 2. But this is basically that conundrum for him. It's like rock, you can only... Right. It's like rock, you can only activate if the condition is met already. Yep. Good explanation there from Kieran. All right, double block. I mean, we could Singing into Glant. I don't know if we should. Are we supposed to Singing into Glant? This is where bracers would be better. Singing Steelblade and Arsenal's very good against Scowling Fleshbag. All right. We're not going to do it. I'm going to be patient. People call me the most patient Dory player in the world, so let's be patient. Speaking of being patient, looks like we're going to block and get a Quicken token. Twinning Blade's really good with the Quicken token. On a larger hand, though. I think we'll go here, here, here. Should be here, here, here. Because we have a very nice 2-card hand. In fact, having 2 attack reacts also plays around the Scowling Fleshbag. I think Warrior is probably the most likely to get a Quicken token from Swing Big. Because we block well, and we love Quicken tokens. So, if you give me a Quicken token, I will gladly take it, sir. All right, so not a very threatening turn on paper. But this is that start of the snowball. Still has a ton of armor, though. Turn 4, only 2 damage has been dealt. We're playing real classic Flesh and Blood here. All right, no blocks from him. I think we're good on that. Any D-reacts? No D-reacts. No Bolt or Break. No Vigor Creation. Swing again. We might get reprised with Stroke of Foresight, which can help us set up a blue. Swing Big was a card you always used to board out into Dory. Yes, exactly. Because whether it was Hatchet Dory or Dawnblade Dory, she was very happy to take it. Also, that was one of the situations where you're like, okay, 5 armor and a card to get a Quicken token is probably worth it as well. All right, no blocks. All right, push a little bit of damage here. All right, probably a Blood Rush Bellow turn from our opponent. Gonna need to be mindful. All right. Or it could be a Buck Wild turn. Wow, all these new cards. Buck Wild gives some more go again. This creates Vigor tokens, which heavy hitters KO did not have access to Vigor tokens in the past. All right, let's see here. We have so many reactions here. We actually have too many reactions. This hand is clunky if he doesn't block. I feel like we're supposed to block, even though we have a counter. Do we still have a... Did we... I think we did board the 3rd Iron Song response, but we're getting low on 0-cost stuff right now. This also is a risky block because there could be something very devastating coming later. We still have armor, though, so I guess we're fine. We probably don't need to double block this, but... Yeah, we don't actually need to double block that. We just need to block with this. We're going to get a chance to block with this if we want to. Oh no! Wild Ride hit Blood Rush Bellow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so we got a pretty sick hand. We don't have go again at the moment, so we'll block with that. He hasn't drawn 2 cards this turn. All right, so do we block with the response? Because we may not get reprised next turn, but... I think we don't block with a response. That way, if he intimidates, it might not hit the right card. This is a risky hand to keep, though. Because this hand is basically telling him, I have a lot of reactions. I didn't play any non-attack to start. I blocked with my boots. Like, it's telling him, hey, I got multiple attack reactions here. So this is really risky because he's very unlikely to block. But if he does block with this flesh bag, I'll be happy that I kept this configuration. So it's actually interesting. Like, the correct play was probably to block with this. But I think there's enough chance that he actually uses the flesh bag on this turn that this makes sense. So this happens to me all the time. It doesn't even hurt anymore. Oh no. Go again on Beat of the Iron Song. Yeah, I mean, we don't. Oh. Oh yeah, shit. We did have Go again. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm a potato. I'm such an idiot. Okay, he didn't block. Interesting. Huh. Okay. I can't believe I forgot that. This is a mistake you make once. All right, we will get Go again for this. We are not going to pay a Vigor because we can pay a Vigor later. All right. You give Dory a second counter without getting her off 5 cards is going to be hard. Big decision here. Any armor is also going to turn this puncture into a 4, which is going to be really good. Reading in my card games. I was so fixated on, okay, this is my blue for the turn because I got like 1-cost stuff that I have to pay for. I don't have a Vigor token either. This is going to be such a blowout if he blocks 7. Yeah, this is brutal. Okay, so I think Siggy Steelblade in the arsenal is still the best choice here. So let's just rip this. If he has a reckless swing, it is what it is. He does not. Okay, second counter, very useful. All right, this hand is pretty good. Doesn't have Go again. But very likely to get reprise. Sick Blow. Probably we're going to sink it with... Oh, we don't have Crown. Just Vanilla 7. Do we sink the Sharpened Steel? Or do we play this, and then use the Sink Blow to pay for the Singing Steel Blade? I think if we don't sink this... We're never... If we sink this into a blue, that makes our turn slightly better. Because Flesh Bag is still around. I don't want to have to like empty my hand, because then we're not going to get the Flesh Bag. So let's sink the Sharpened Steel. Okay, this is a better hand. Because now we Supremacy Swing, and we have the Singing Steel Blade to bump by 1. All right, so I did take an extra damage there because I forgot to read this card. Why do I get to put this on the top or bottom? Each hero. Oh, each hero. Okay, so do I want a Spoils of War on the next turn? I mean, it's okay. Sure, we could keep the Spoils of War on top. We don't have very many 0-cost stuff. That's the issue. But we might end with the... We probably should have looked for a blue there because there's a chance the Supremacy hits. So... All right. Very likely we get flesh bagged here. Very, very likely. This is a block plus card, which means we're going to get reprised and go over 8 on 7, very likely. As someone who did not play in heavy hitters, I don't know who does well in Kayo. I think he'll be pretty popular in the PQ season. Back in the day, Kasai was fine into him. Hachidori was fine into him. But he looks very different nowadays than in the past. Oh, that's a giant-ass block. Bottom for hidden info. Okay, sure. By not bottoming, we are like he has to throw his whole hand down because we have 2 Dawnblade counters. So having the spoils on the top is decent. Do we play this? Does that do anything? It does not do anything, I think. Yeah, I think we just let this happen. All right. This Kayo's keeping the game real close for not having a Bloodrush Bellow. All right, but now things get way, way more complicated now. He doesn't have Flesh Bag. We haven't seen any D-reacts from him, so very likely doesn't have any in his deck. Yeah. He's probably going to let this hit. A good Dorinthea can predict when their opponent is going to block. All right, Bloodrush Bellow turn. Wild Ride turn. All right, so this is a 1 draw discard. Let's see if he has another draw discard. Okay. This is a turn I feel like I would want to crack balance. I don't think we sideboarded in an overpower, so all these blues is not so useful. Let's see what the real attack is, though. We just take 6, and then maybe there's a send packing or something we need to defend. We're back on Epot. Hey, I'm running some cards from the old times. Run Roughshod. He still has 1 action point from his boots. Okay. So this is still not the card I care about. Where's the card I need to care about, sir? Hopefully this next one is draw discard. It is not. Oh, this card's so annoying. It's so annoying. Oh my god. Wow, even if I block with my armor, I'd get pinged. Oh my god. I hate it. I hate it. We're supposed to take 7 here. He's not going to block this whole turn, I think. And he would be correct. Okay, so the attack pattern of Kayo is different than what I'm used to. Like, he ends on something annoying instead of something with an on-hit. He's not gonna block. Sorry, he's not gonna give us reprise, most likely. The way for him to win this game is to get all the cards from our hand, and then we lose Domblade counters. Blocking with Sash instead of using it for the ability, that's feels wrong. Okay, he's gonna go to 4. We're gonna have another Vigor token. So we can block our whole hand out this turn, actually. We still have a lot of armor. We should be okay. Yeah, I mean, this hand is deadly. Okay, so Blood Rush Bellow. Discarded. Pulping, which could have killed us, Jesus. Okay, so Wild Red. All right, let's pop this, see what we draw. Sure. This is actually interesting because we have 2 Vigor. We're going to have Natural go again. I mean, we don't need double blue, that's for sure. So let's block there. This is a... Yeah, you just send your attack, right? Because if you claw into Arsenal, you just lose the game. You got to get more cards from me. Okay, so the worst is that this could be Run Roughshod, right? Where is that card? So at worst, there's 7 more coming. Okay, well, we don't need all these cards. The Twinning Blade is actually the strongest card here with the Unsheathed. This is actually not that strong here. If he sends something that we have to care about, we'll just block with these. It's fine. Damn. All right, this is where not having 2 routes is going to be sad. We don't even have a red overpower to grab. He's just going to lay his hand down, probably. I think the correct block from him is actually block 9 Arsenal. Because you blocking 6 would also be very good. Would be really good. Never mind. Blocking 6 is actually bad because you lose to blue overpower. Am I supposed to grab blue overpower? Or am I supposed to grab... Yeah, I'm supposed to grab blue overpower. I was thinking about just in case there was a direct, but this gets it either way. Good game. Yeah, blocking 6 there was correct, but I had just the right combination there. Well played. GG. That was a very slow, a much slower game. Like turn 4, we were still at 38 to 40 or something like that. Yeah, so okay, so they're still on pulping, so having some D-Rex is good. Yeah, just a couple sync belows already can like blow them out pretty bad. This E-Pop probably shouldn't have been brought in against Kayo. That gets you in trouble. He doesn't have he didn't run any like on hits that we really need to care about. The most annoying thing is that his deck numbers just got better because of Show of Strength and that other thing that had the on hit. Not on hit. Reckless Stampede. This one's really good. This is basically like raw damage against our deck because we shouldn't be blocking this. And is his deck 57 hits? Oh, he had one Reckless Swing. Okay, so he had 3 Blood Rush Bellows and a Reckless Swing as non-hits. Right. Okay, I mean, this deck is just heavy hitters KO, but stronger. It's Lunging Press Plus. Which one's Lunging Press Plus? How good is the new Dory card on a scale of 1 to 10? I mean, it's no opportunity cost for a card that people have to play around. It's a reaction. It's real good. That was some see, Capo Mello understood what I was doing there. Capo Mello, you caught me. Just in case he was stream sniping, I was like, man, if he blocked 6, I'd be really screwed. I really hope he doesn't block 6. And then he blocked 6. You caught me. You caught me. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, like, there was a famous one. Hikaru was streaming some chess thing. I think it might have not been Hikaru. But there was a chess streamer, and he was like, man, I really hope he doesn't go queen to G6. Oh, man, if he went queen to G6, I'd be so screwed. If he went queen to G6, I really hope he doesn't go queen to G6. Wink, wink, wink. Oh, man. All right. Okay. I don't hate Iron Song Versus from the 3 games we played. Jagged Edge, that one up was ridiculous. Epot, I probably shouldn't be playing this in my main board. This should go down here. We still haven't gotten to play with Authority. Iron Song Pride has been okay. We haven't gotten to play Glistening yet. All right, let's play some more. All right. Looks like Abyss and Capomillo know each other. It's pretty cool. All right, we got some more Lyath. All right. They're going first, so I'm less inclined to bring this in. We haven't encountered our racing matchups. So guess we just play like this. 3 Iron Song response, 1 red overpower. A couple of prides and determinations. Let's see how this goes. I think this is the correct helmet against him because he doesn't draw 2 cards and it's not weapon based. All right, he's got a Miller's. Where's your helmet, bro? Uh-oh. Does he not run a helmet? What? Is this Crown of Dominion? KO not a racing match? Like, either one of us can slow down the game at any time, is the thing. Like, Kayo's very happy playing mid-range for his 3 power turns. Dory's very happy just playing real slow, wearing down the armor, setting a attack react into Arsenal. So, hats off to this guy, yeah. Okay, so this is a completely different version of Lyath. It's playing a wait, did this guy load the wrong hero? Is this a Pallades deck? What's going on here? This guy has gotten 3 auras out on turn 0. +3 might. Holy shit. And an Arsenal? Oh my god, that's broken. And this hand's not very good. Oh no. Okay, and he's going for the boo. Okay, all right, all right. Guys, the difference between going first and second is ridiculous here. What the actual... Oh my god. Alright, so we're just going Iron Song versus Swing, playing out the Puncture, and one of our Blade Flurries arsenaling the other Blade Flurry. Oh my god, this guy has auras for days. Oh my god, auras and auras and auras. Oh my god, it's like a Dromai. We gotta use the arrow keys here to look at all these auras. Holy crap, okay. Absolute Chad here, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Miller's is crazy. I guess this guy won't be blocking anytime soon. I don't know. All right. Ooh, Truth or Trickery. All right. When this defends, look at the top card of your deck. Do you think the top card is yellow? Chat, do we think the top card is yellow? I don't think the top card is yellow. I think the top card is probably blue. No. You should have believed him. Discard a card. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, there's going to be a whole metagame around this card, I bet. That's crazy. All right, well, at least we're getting puncture value. Never mind, we're not getting puncture value because that's Gauntlets firing well. Okay. All right. That's a crazy card. That's a cool card, though. I like it. All right. Let's put this Blade Flurry into the arsenal. Okay, so because he's not Pallades, he can't, like, time when all these go off. Okay, but I guess the Miller's is pretty easy to use, especially if he has Tunic up. 22% chance. Yeah, see, the chat also was like, no way that's yellow, but... I mean, you're running Tension in the Air. I mean, these are all 2. I guess Edge of the Seat is 3. All right, when this attacks, search your deck 4 cards, shuffle, put that card on top. Okay, so he put something on top that he likes. Whenever a card defends this clash, they create a might. Okay, so we're not supposed to block this. I mean, this hand we're not supposed to block anyways, so... All right, you got it. Take 7. All right, so we go here, here, and we Blade Flurry as our attack react with Arsenal to out for blood. We use the blue to pay for everything. He doesn't need to time them. He played them all the same turn. Yeah, I mean, next turn's going to hurt a lot, so ow. All right, spoils, pitch or spoils. Edge of their seats, okay. He also has Leave Them Hanging, which was our spoiler card. I need to be careful about that card. I probably have to... I guess I'm supposed to play my Go Again first, always. Okay, so he played Edge of Their Seats number 2. Or, sorry, the yellow version. Okay, so... In the palm of your hand, timed with all these is really good because you're very likely to draw a yellow or a blue, and then you can swing Millers at the very least. All right. Determination, so no blocking, sir. Or very minimal blocking. Truth or Trickery is fun, but in competitive, it'll boil down to just rolling a die to take the 50-50. I played Jinteki and Netrunner. Netrunner is a very cool game, by the way. I like that game. People will just take the best EV and ignore the sub game. If you're playing Lyath and you know your opponent is going to roll a dice on whether to believe you or not, doesn't that change what the optimal play for you is? I'm not actually sure. I never really thought about it. That's the first time that card has been played against me, so I was like, okay, You know, the really tricky thing is that this is a yellow pitch card. So it's like traditionally decks are built like red and blue, but then if you're playing one Truth or Trickery, you're probably playing three. So, all right, so he said no blocks, and I said take this Blade Flurry. And he said, I'll take 9. And I said, cool. And I will decline all those triggers, swing Dawnblade again for 6 on hit counter. All right, so he has +4, +1 from this, +5, +6. So he's got +11 next turn. Okay. I don't think this was the correct quick dodge flexors block here. You don't know if the roll has any meaning? That's true. You could just be rolling for the illusion of randomness. That's true. Okay, so we're not blowing bolters. We're not making a vigor. We get our Dawnblade counter. We get to arsenal this. So he's gonna. So this will pop. So he has 2 cards that he can send. At least Viserai was nice enough to have a big stack of single auras instead of this minefield. Yeah, I mean this is a giant ass field of stuff here. You can try to use Fix and then Truth or Trickery as a combo. Yeah. +10 suspense is. Oh, right. This is dying. Yes. You're right. Still, +10 is pretty good. And this is when I would block with my helmet if I had one. Yeah, I don't know why this guy didn't present helmet. But no tall tales. Cards lose, go again. Okay, so this is a giant attack, but it doesn't have dominate. So I mean, this is just block with the armor, right? I mean, we have the out. We don't have a vigor token, so this is unfortunately just playing Protect the Queen right now. No floating right now. We don't need the route either, I think. Question is, do we use the helmet here? I think we'll get a better spot to do that. So here, we need to block 9, 10. So technically we don't have to block the boots yet. And maybe the boots could be used to block the millers. Meh. Yeah. I could also... I like attacking with the sharpened steel at the very least, forcing him to block a little bit more. I feel like when we have a Dawnblade counter, we're supposed to keep our sharpened steels instead of... instead of blocking with them. Especially considering this on hit doesn't matter much. Oh, sorry, this is not Crush. This is Tower, my bad. Yes, thank you. See, thank you, chat, for yelling at me. Yes. You chat is so smart and handsome. Oh my god. Look at chat just yelling at me. My bad. Whoops. That would have been bad. All right. Okay, so that was a big block there. Okay, so we can go Iron Song versus Swing. So Iron Song versus has been kind of interesting compared to Bracers. We've used it quite a bit. All right, in the palm of your hand. Oh my god, look at how many people just yelled at me. Don't use the armor, in my opinion. I mean, we have to keep one card, right? Because we need to keep the Domblade counter, right? We hold chat. Yep. The chat, you're over here on the side, right? So if I'm looking here, I'm looking at the game. If I'm looking here, I'm looking at you guys. So what are you gaining from full blocking it? We don't get a hit. See, this is when this hits a hero, not when this deals 4 or more damage. They're printing Guardian cards in a better manner. Okay, so he just emptied his whole hand out. Okay. So we're going to get to keep our Domblade counter. In fact, we could blow boots and get another counter if we wanted. Is that a good idea? Probably not. Oh my goodness, this guy just... Okay, he put 2 in the palm of your hands down. Okay. Yeah, we're just supposed to take the bigger token and the courage token. Okay, so I mean, 1 blue turned into courage, vigor, and 4 damage, and keep our Domblade counter. Seems good to me. All right, so all these going to go away. We have a pump in arsenal. We still have boots. Okay, so this hand's real good. Wow. Okay. Okay, so we don't have twinning blades, so we'll save the spoils for the other turns. So we just go here, here, here. That costs 3. This is an extra 4. Okay, yep, that works. Just making this big number. Oh no. There's no way to play around this, unfortunately. Don't intimidate our blue. Oh no! Oh my god. Of course that was going to happen, guys, right? Oh my god. That's so annoying. Leave them hanging. So good. Jesus. Was there any way to play around that? I should have went unsheathed and just go. I don't think there was a way to play around that, unfortunately. Save the unsheathed. Yeah, that would have lowered the chances, and we get 2 swings here. This is still really difficult to... We're likely to keep our Domblade counter, but we're not going to get to use like the glint on grains or anything like that. So technically, we didn't need to give... Okay, well, they're taking a bunch of damage. We'll just accept that we got a bunch of damage. Yeah, he can't even full block us anyways. So, oh, we could have Iron Song versed. Yeah, I'm so stupid. Yeah, I think as soon as I use my Vigor token, I think he would probably... I don't know. I just gotta learn to play around this better. Okay. Live and learn. I should know that this card is very good because this was our spoiler card. So, all right. So we still have a ton of tempo, though. We should be okay. Depends on what he draws with. He's gonna get 2 draws within the palm of your hand. So, Okay. All right, so he played Liar's Charm, or Resolve Liar's Charm. Okay. Yeah, activate versus or play spoils, or both would have been preferable there. Or I could have activated a copper token. Okay, I don't know what is happening. I'm trying to go to the end step. Okay, there we go. Okay, so he's gonna get 2 draws from this, a +4 and a +3, and 2 might tokens. So that's 9 damage. Okay. And he's gonna get 4 on the other turn. So he's got +9 right now in hand. We have 1 counter, so that means this is live. All right. Looks like we got to block 12 again, boys. Oh wait, this isn't 13. Unless he drew literally a pummel. But we haven't seen a pummel yet, so this does not have tower. But we don't need this whole hand, so I don't think we need this. We don't need this. We basically pitched. This is actually interesting. Which one do we pitch? Which one do we play? Yeah. Okay. Oh, he's going. This guy. Instead of going for 12, why don't we go for 13? Oh, no, wait. What? Wait, what? What? Okay. Looks like he's going to Arsenal his tower card. Huh. Razor Reflex. Oh, yeah, he can't pummel it. Right, because that's a... Okay, so we know what his last card is. No, we don't. Okay, we don't know what his last card is, but he's going to Arsenal it. Okay. All right, do we care about the top of our deck getting destroyed? Not really, but I mean, we don't need all these cards is the thing. So we could crown, but I feel like we're fine in this position. Do we have a vigor? We don't. All right, chat. Which one am I supposed to pitch? Which one am I supposed to play? I have a Dawnblade counter, so this is 2 modes Beat of Ironsong. But then this is Glint at 11 health, so he's more likely to give us Reprise. Could be Concealed Object, Nip to the Heels. Yeah, it could be a lot of different things. All right, which one to pitch? Which one to pitch? Which one to play? I think it's more interesting to play the Beat of the Ironsong, so let's go with that. All right. Also, this guy has shown a propensity to just play 8,000 auras and not block, so let's see what happens. It's cool to... Yeah. You get me. It's cool to play the new cards, yeah. We don't want to pitch the new cards. We want to play the new cards. Especially considering we have a Dawnblade counter, right? Yep. Lip gets me. Discard a card or lose your hero ability. This is the most annoying piece of shit Guardian I've seen in a while. It's disruptive on your offense. Oh my god. It's like Oldhim all over again. Okay. We're going to have to learn how to play our offense against this hero because he does have a decent amount of disruption. I think it's okay to lose. Yeah, it's okay to lose this because we still have bolters. I would like to keep my hero ability. I don't think this forces... We get his tunic. Oh, no, we don't. He can just block with the rampart. Am I supposed to push here? I don't think... Let's just play more patiently. I don't think we're supposed to. Let's just get a Grains token. So that was stupid of me to discard this if I'm not even swinging again, but... I don't always play perfectly, guys. I am just I am just a man. I guess there was a chance he blocks and then we can blow him out with this, so not the worst, I guess. But I guess he has to keep this, right? Because of this. Okay, so that was just wrong. All right, what is he doing? All right, he gets to search for a card and maybe make a might token. Okay. Okay, this hand's really good. Of course, this card's not useful, but I guess we can arsenal it. Okay. Guys, sometimes, that's the last Lyath charm. Thank God. Oh, boy. I don't think your opponent knows how to use Lyra's charm. I mean, aren't you supposed to target yourself, Pat? I thought that you're supposed to target yourself and make, like, your stuff block for a lot. Okay. We're not supposed to block. We don't want to give him a might token. So, no blocks. All right. With the Vigor token, that we can actually play the Ironsong Pride as well, which is interesting. All right, unsheathed, very, very, very good when you have a Domboy counter. Oh no, are we gonna get leave? Is he gonna play leave them hanging again? Oh God. Oh my God. Okay, he's not. Okay, I don't know what he's doing here. He's getting booed. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're protected against leave them hanging because we can flash in the Ironsong Pride, paying with the glint. Okay. Truth or trickery? It's that time again, chat. It's that time again. Oh, nope, maybe it's not. I mean, it's a block card, right? Like you just have to block with it, right? You can't pitch it. All right. Oh my God. All right. Let's see what he chooses. Didn't he fixed the match. He put whatever. So he put a good card on top. Do you think the top card is yellow, chat? He put a card on. No, wait. That means he drew. He drew. Okay, he probably put truth or trickery on the top. Do we think the top card is yellow? No. No, right? Yes? Yeah, he already drew. Just say he's lying. Yeah, he already drew the card he searched for. All right, let's believe him. The top card was edge of their seats. You see through Lyath Goldmane's trickery. Oh, good job. Yes, we said yes. The top is yellow. All right, we got there. Okay, so now we can do everything here. Actually, we can just play everything out. But should we play everything out? Yes, I think we're supposed to play everything, or most things out. Oh, he's just dead here. Is he dead here? Yeah, he already uses hero ability, so he's dead here. Okay. Nah. People thinking, nah, it's blue. Nah. One guy in chat had faith. One guy had faith, and I was like, all right. Because the last time he was truthful, and he said it was yellow, and I didn't believe him. So, okay. How did we get 28 value on one turn? I don't even know. Okay. All right, so we got there. This guy's deck is hilarious. Very interesting deck. Jesus. Okay. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, we've been playing a bunch of these games. Let's see. Oh, people have been playing my deck. My results. Okay, we got. Yeah, we played 4 games. All right. Let's play a couple more. Here's the deck list for you guys in chat. Everybody said no. I said yes. Believe. I believed in you. I believed in you, Roto. Guardians playing yellow is weird. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. All right. All right. Balance of Justice, pretty good against decks that draw a bajillion cards. This is a racing matchup, right? So let's bring in Glistening. Terminations also probably synergizes nicely in the deck. Do we want D-Reacts against Marlin? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we want the Iron Song Pride. Maybe we do. I don't know. Let's go with 1 sink below. Let's go like this. So I'll bring in the bunch of yellows in the sink, I think. Come on, Enigma. Show me a cool Marlin deck. I mean, there's many cool Marlin decks running around. I don't think you need to raise outside in the D-Reacts. There's overpower. That's true. All right, let's be boring and play like this. Yeah, I guess this is more for like Syndra and Dio and stuff like that, I guess. All right, D-Reacts plus response, I guess. Let's go like that. So now our whole deck blocks. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, we got Hammerhead, Quiver. All right, what is this hand? This hand is pretty bad. Huh. We're just supposed to arsenal the Supremacy, I think. We're supposed to filter the Valor. Arsenal the Supremacy. Yeah. And okay, this hand's amazing. All right. Please, no disruption, Marlin. I would like to attack you. All right, I have Ophidia, break gold. Okay. All right. I see your gold. This hand is actually insane. Oh no! That's not good. That's not good. We might have to block with the Singing Steel Blade. It's not the worst. Lone Shark, getting 2 gold. All right. Lace with Blood Rot, fire. All right. They did not activate the cannon. So I don't need to block this. I just need to show him the glint. When this hits a hero, they choose and reveal a card from their hand. If it's I'll get Blood Rot, but I don't think that's an issue. All right. No blocks. I'm going to show you my Glint the Quicksilver that I'm about to pitch. Go Fish would be pretty good here. I'm not super familiar with this matchup, so we're going to have to kind of figure things out as we go. All right. All right, here is a Glint the Quicksilver. All right, Steel Blade Supremacy. Pitch the glint. Unsheathed. Sharpened steel. Swing. Oh boy. This is bad. This is bad. We can get to 15 if we want to. Can he even block 15? Oh my god, he can. Oh my god, this guy's a genius. There's no way to get around this. I don't have resources. Oh man. All right. I mean, every card in his hand fucking blocked for 3. Oh my god. All right. You got it, bro. You got it, Marlon. I'm gonna... Do I arsenal this? This isn't a very good arsenal target against him. Am I supposed to arsenal this? I don't think I'm supposed to arsenal that. I think I'm supposed to pay. All right, we got full tempo now. All right. He's not going to block this one. All right. Let's make a vigor. Because he didn't block the first, he's not blocking the second. Okay. We got a vigor, a Domblade counter, and an arsenal. All right. Pitching a bunch of stuff. What the hell just happened? He activated Tunic, played Codex, chose King Kraken Harpoon. He's probably activated his cannon somewhere in between there. Overpower. What is this? This is the same one, right? So he did activate the hammer. So okay. So we could block here and here. And if we use our armor, we could stop this, but is this good enough? We have a vigor, which is pretty good. I feel like we're supposed to... Yeah, let's be aggressive here. He stuffed my big turn, so I'm going to be Angry Dory here. This Frailty token is going to be annoying. Singing Steel Blade, though, is good insurance here. Because Marlins do not run D-Reacts. I don't think he has a lot of information about what my arsenal is, so we should be okay. Pitch to Blue Root. Yeah, that's what I did. All right, let's go grab Blade Flurry. So he has to give us both cards. I don't know if that's good or bad, because then we would random 4-card hand. It's probably okay. Why do Ranger Boots block for 2? And warrior boots do not. Like, that doesn't seem very on theme. All right, so he's going to keep 2 cards in an arsenal. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. Oh, this is real bad. Jesus. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like we're supposed to keep this. Feels real bad. I probably should have blocked my armor, because that gave him an arsenal as well. When you draw a bad hand, you actually need to take a second and think, and not just get pissed. Because if I thought through that turn a little bit more, I would have came to the conclusion I should block here. Do we blow our boots? Don't think we do. All right, Marlin. Big game trophy shot, +4 on hit, crit of gold, draw and discard. So very soon balance should be online. This hand actually blocks very well against overpower. Okay, take aim, batter. Okay. That's a very large battering bolt. Okay. He did not draw 2 cards this turn. Here, and shelter, and we just crack back with this, plus bolters, I think is good enough. Okay, we're taking 7, revealed the blue, who cares? Okay, so probably he's going to lay down, he might lay down 3 cards. We'll see. Yeah, sure. You got it, bro. Okay, Domblay got reset. 1 card from him. Probably just an arsenal. All right. All right, so we got Beat of the Iron Song for our go again. So, I mean, this hand kind of plays itself. Okay, Dawnblade, give this go again. Do we make a Vigor token? No, because if he doesn't block the next attack, we can make one. Okay, all right. Being brave, that was the correct no block there from him. Okay. All right, Marlin, big game trophy shot. 3 of a kind. All right, let's go draw some. So he's already drawn 3 cards. Is that? All right, let some of these resolve. So we could just activate this now. Get this card. Another 3 oak. Oh boy. All right, double 3 oak from Marlin. Okay. Hammerhead activation makes sense. Okay. We have a vigor token, so that means this is good. We've used 3 blade flurries, but we still have our responses. We still have our beats. So we don't need this card. Okay, so we're going to lose one of these, right? Yeah, so we're going to lose one of these. He's gonna pick this, which is fine. Okay, take 11. All right. Yep, he took Unsheathed. Makes sense. Am I supposed to play this? I'm not sure if I'm supposed to play this. I mean, we still have Route in our deck, right? So, like, I think Route just kills him here. Six Oak. Yeah, that was a 6 Oak. What's blocking for 2? Dynamos? Oh, I mean, Dynamos doesn't block for 2. It blocks for 1 many, many times. All right. Okay, guys, we're about to employ a very advanced Dorinthea tactic here. Gonna go grab Glint. We're gonna play Glint. We're gonna hopefully draw a yellow or blue. Oh shit, we drew a red. That's bad. Ah, I was gonna go Twinning Blade. We can't now. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You got it, bro. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Pretty good blocking from our Merlin player. All right, they're digging with gold, probably just to get enough resources for Hammerhead, if I had to guess. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, my hand is very, very immune to this. Do we take all this? Is there a point to taking all this? We're gonna get Reprise, so we can grab Glint to pay for all this, right? Yeah, we still got a Glint. Yeah, we're just supposed to take this. The beautiful thing about having attack reactions, we get to show them, fish all you want, but you don't get anything. And now they know we have Singing Steelblade. This is checkmate here, boys. Absolute checkmate here. Take 3. Good game. That was the opponent resigning in chess before they had checkmate. They're like, yeah, I'm dead. There is no... If they had thrown down 11 block, do they live? They might. I mean, they just die the next turn because I don't have 2 more cards. Well, I mean, these cards aren't that good, but, you know. You can't just keep throwing down your whole hand. You get fatigued, so... Good game. All right, I think I got like 1 more in me, boys. Game number 6. Game number 6. We've been doing good today. We've won all our games. That's not too bad. Never punished. Are we supposed to go first? I feel like we're supposed to go second, but like they just dump a bunch of stuff on the board. It feels bad. Let's try going second, see what happens. The other Lyath we played against just dumped their whole hand on turn 0. They don't play D-React. We don't need the overpower, I think. We probably could play like this. We still haven't brought in Glistening Steelblade. I think this is fine. The EPOD's probably bad, actually. All right, we're gonna like this. Skullcap. Oh my god. Craterhoof. What in the world is this? If he doesn't attack us, our turn is just playing the outside cards. Sigil of Solace. Oh boy. Sigil's really good on him because he's more likely to see it on turn 0. No. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to let Lyath go first. Maybe the Aggro Blaze list because of the boots. I'm not familiar with that list. But okay. All right, same thing. Are you going to block, Mr. Lyath? This is the standard Lyath loadout? Really? Huh. No blocks. Interesting. All right. The funny thing is that this still requires 2 cards from him. Unless he gives armor. Lyath can't 1 card block 3. Which is very interesting, actually. Oh, right. Because of his hero ability, if he ran the stronger armor, it was still, you know. Yeah. Villainous pose, +4 and gets booed. Buckle. Oh, boy. That's really good. That is very good. We are just going to lose our hand. You can only block 10, so. "10 foot tall and bulletproof, still 1 card blocks this." You are correct. I stand corrected. I wonder if it's possible to fatigue this hero, because their card quality is not very high. All right, let's try to establish an arsenal. Okay, this is okay. This is a very cute 2-card play. Okay, so we basically get to go Dawnblade, and then Ironsong Pride, and then probably Greens. Yeah, this is not the greatest to just keep, but I guess it's fine. As predicted, he did not block. Okay, so we established a Dawnblade counter and a Vigor and an Arsenal. And we paid a little bit of life to do so. Minnowism. Okay. Is this where we use armor? Or we could just block out and poke back with the Dawnblade. I think that's also fine. I actually want to see what happens if I slow the game down against this hero. Let's slow things down a little bit. If he pummels me, that'd be great. Then I can, you know. Because this one play here gets me some tempo. Or it allows me to keep the Dawnblade and go into the next turn cycle. Or keep the Dawnblade, kind of go to the next turn cycle. Because there's no easy block for a Dawnblade for 4. He can't pummel, but he can raise a reflex. Right? I keep forgetting that. Yeah. This is not a pummel guardian. This is a razor reflex guardian. I keep forgetting. I guess he might even have to overblock to pretend against this. I don't know. So yeah, you see, he had to give 3 cards for no cards from me. Okay, this is another blocking hand from us. Do we want to play Provoke or do we want to play Route? That's the question. I think we want to play Route. Yeah, it's odd. I treat Lyath like Briar, but with no arcane damage. Okay, that's a good way to think about it. Two card 6. Nice and fair Flesh and Blood. Okay, this is another hand that just blocks. Pokes back with Dawnblade. We really haven't found the right hand to go all in on. I probably should have blocked with some armor to keep above him in life as well. 2 card 6, Flesh and Blood, the way it's intended to be played, yeah. No board state. No arcane damage. Okay, we drew a good hand. This is where we use our bolters, at the very least. This hand's just too good. Do we versus? I don't think we do. Josh, can you ban Illusionist from Flesh and Blood, please? That is beyond my capabilities. All right, let's draw first. We drew a yellow. Okay. Do we want a second vigor or do we want a... I think we want a second vigor. So debating whether to use Ironsong versus or not. 2 vigor tokens unlocks some cool plays, so we'll do it like that. He's not converting his hands in a good way. Yeah, that's because I've just been giving him tempo from time to time and say, I don't think you can convert your whole hand. It's a common tactic against Guardians to do that. Especially the defensive Guardians. There's no way he can cover this up because this is Dominate. Unless he has a peace of mind. Which he might. It's pretty good to have a peace of mind there. Oh my god. The turn he gives us tempo, we draw this. Oh boy. Which matchups do you bring versus over bracers? This list is only running versus just to try it. In general, slower matchups is Ironsong versus. Faster matchups is bracers. All right, this is a hand that does pretty decently. Okay, Minnowism, Revolting Gesture, so that's +6. Has a Might. Ironsong versus is supposed to be used with a blue, so you pitch a blue, you poke, you activate Ironsong versus, you poke with Dawnblade. They don't block, then you create a Vigor token. So then you have Courage, Vigor, and you're supposed to keep 2 cards and an empty arsenal, or 1 card and an arsenal, and make that play. Armor block turn, let's go. I mean, armor is okay here, but I mean, there's no on hit here, so why do we care? I mean, this hand is very good. I mean, we could just use a little bit of it, why not? This Beat of the Iron Song is probably going to pay for overpower. Versus does look cooler. It has Dory on it. That is correct. This was also a spoiler card for me back when Dusk Till Dawn came out. This was actually the very first spoiler card that LSS gave me. And I actually have a gold foil of this. Looks real good. New card is good, and it's a blue, yeah. New card is good. All right, leave them hanging is pretty annoying. He still dies to a lot of common play patterns here. Okay. This costing 0, this costing 0 means he's in a lot of trouble. Blade Flurry, Singing Steel Blade, Beat of the Iron Song cover all the possibilities on his block. Another one. I mean, now we have to play this. And we just let this happen, I think. Yeah, he's dead now. He says GG. Because this gets intimidated, but then we still attack for... I mean, he doesn't die here. But he gets real close. Oh. He says, it's Diego from Pummel Party. 2-0 for you. Frowny face. I played with you last year. He said GG. I said thanks for the game. He says hugs from Brazil. And he gave me a heart. I gave him a heart. All right, so this gets intimidated. This deals 4 damage. And then this kills him here. Yeah, good game. You know this guy? Brazil mentioned, yes. Lots of fans from Brazil. Lots of fans from Brazil. Well, GG Diego. Thanks for the game. Okay, well. Okay, so we won 6 games today. Okay. I don't know if this configuration is correct, but it did work nicely. I mean, Ironsong versus was cool playing with tonight. Did I miss bracers? I don't know, actually. That's kind of cool. I mean, Kaiser did run versus and no bracers in the show match, so I wanted to try that out a little bit, but yeah. Blue count felt okay. The yellow count is low. I wouldn't say low. It's a little bit low. There were some matchups where we were running into quad red hands, but I mean, that is kind of the variance. I mean, when you play 6 games, you're going to run into it. This felt okay. We didn't get to play with Authority. We didn't get to play with Glistening Steelblade, but yeah. I think the deck is fine. All right, once again, I'll post it here for you guys. Let's go Dory S tier. I don't know, man. I can say, though, that this card, auto 3 of in Dawnblade Dory. Auto 3 of. Card is good. Card is good. All right, guys, if you have any questions, you can leave them in chat. I will stick around for a little bit, answer a couple questions. If there aren't any, I will be getting going. I don't normally play 6 games in a row, like back to back to back to back, just like that. But good variety of games today. Hopefully, people watching it back get something out of it. I felt like I explained a lot of my plays. I explained when I did things correctly, when I did things incorrectly. So it should be good learning. Just swap the nips for the new card, right? Yeah, pretty much. I maintained all the go again from the past. So Glint, Hit and Run, Valor, Precision Press, and Trot Along. And then I added Beat of the Iron Song. So actually I cut 2 Precision Press. So I was running 16 go agains in the blue. So I think that, I mean, basically having that many go agains means you just like destroy Gravy Bones if he's still relevant. And then if you get tempo and you've used your boots, you probably have a good shot at drawing a go again if you draw double blue. So hi Josh, Diego here. The moment I hit you with cut, long story short, dominated, I drew 3 yellow bat attacks. Yeah, it seems like your deck had a lot of like some variance. Like there were some hands that were difficult to convert. Hi Josh, which matchups would the energy potion be good in? So if you bring in red overpower, I would bring in the Epot. So for example, I would like Epot against the Earth Heroes. I think would be a good candidate. Also, anytime you go first, you can also kind of take the 1 in. I think if you have 1 Epot, it's like 1 in 20, 1 in 15, something like that. % chance. Because if you get that on turn 0, it's really good turn 0 play. I'm just glad Dory isn't very popular, so I could talk down the price of getting a set from people at pre-release. Yeah, I mean, I think Beat of the Iron Song is probably going to be like a $7 to $10 card, if I had to guess. Because it's an auto include in Dawnblade Dory, but if you're playing Hatchet Dory or DJ Dory, you don't play it. And Dory, like you said, Dory's not like super popular. I was training with Acilio, but Super Slam came out. Now I'm back with Kayo. All my brain melted to Acilio for nothing. Yeah, Acilio is one of the hardest decks in the game. In the 0 to 60 series, I think we put him as 4th most complicated, maybe 3rd most complicated. Definitely, I think we put him in PhD tier because he's that hard. As a Hatchet's Dory enjoyer, the number of people that tagged me that Dory got a new card. Yeah, the Beat of the Iron Song is not for Hatchet Dory. Enjoyed the stream, learned a good amount. Glad to hear that, Sharp. Yeah, Guardian Hands. Yeah, there's Rune Plate Hands and there's Guardian Hands. That's one of the I talked about during the game. that tactically sometimes you just give Guardian the tempo and see if they can convert it. Uh, you want to gain the tempo, and your hand is hit with hammer. Yeah, I mean, I think I saw like 3 different Lyath builds tonight. Like he's all over the place. We'll see where the deck eventually ends up being. First time trying Lyath using Aggro Blaze's list. Oh yeah. Somebody in chat called that was Aggro Blaze's list. I didn't get a chance to watch Aggro Blaze's stream, so I had no idea where you got that list from. This season, I'm going with heavy hitters: Kayo, Lyath, or Pallades, or Ira. Where do you see Dory this season? We did a live today with a tier list. I think I caught a little bit of that. I tuned in. I was like, oh, they're they're speaking Portuguese. Oh no. Okay. Dory. So Florian and Verdance are really tough. I think you have to warp your deck build a little bit to beat them. If I was playing a warrior and I wanted to beat Earth Heroes, I'd be playing Fang. I also think, yeah, I'd be playing Fang. Ironically, I also think Bolton's not awful either. Yeah. I'm going to play Lyath in the Silver Age. Yes. That, I think there are some callings. I don't know if it's a main event or the side event, but yeah, it's. I think they're gonna start pushing that as well. I think they're really starting to branch out their format, so that's cool. But yeah, to answer your question, I think Dory is probably, if I had to guess, probably B tier. I don't see any like amazing matchups, and there are a couple bad matchups. But she did get it some new cards, so I don't know. Our channel was accepted by YouTube to have translated voiceovers. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I can give that a watch, and then it can either auto translate or dub it or something. So that's cool. Yeah, your live tier list actually popped up on my recommended page on my homepage. So you're getting there. You're getting there, Diego. All right. Well, I think we've run out of questions in the chat. We will be back next week with Bolton or Kasai, depending on what the people want. ProQuest season is coming pretty quickly, so get your practice in. Get your practice in. Are the card guys going to the Pensacola PQ next weekend? I have a choice of going north or south. Going north is my home LGS, so I'm likely to just go north. Also, I'm probably going to record content at the Birmingham one. If I went south, I would be the only one on my team going south, I think. Because they all live in like Huntsville and Tuscaloosa and all that. I'm the one that lives closer to Montgomery. So it's like I can go north or I can go south, either way. But I'll probably just support my home LGS in Birmingham. So don't worry, Mortimer. I won't be at your Pensacola PQ. Most likely. Because we also like to record content. So we'll probably, we have like a room that we can set up at my home LGS. Thanks. We got a card signed from you this year. Our friend got it from you in the USA. Yes. I remember at US Nats. Maybe a route, I think. We will do a live next week or something to do a giveaway with your signed card. Sure, that's great. Hope that giveaway goes well. I wasn't worried. Yeah, you're right. I'm not a super big threat. I'm always playing these off meta B tier decks, so you know. All right, guys. I guess this will wrap it up. If you guys want the deck list, you guys can scroll up in chat or look at the live stream decks on our Discord page. Tomorrow, Nathan will be streaming a tier list, so that should be cool. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are going to go and watch that. Thursday, Ed is not around, so he's not going to be streaming. And then Friday, I believe Will is going to be streaming some Florian. So, if you like tier lists or Florian, you got some content. If you like Kasai and Bolton, you will have content in a week. So, yeah. All right. This has been Josh Lyath, the Card Guys. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.